Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Gehring and this is my introduction video to AEP 800, Utilization of Technology in Classrooms. This is the fall 2018 semester. A little bit about my own personal demographics. I've been married for 11 years to my wife Tina. We had 4 beautiful children. My daughter is 12, entering the 7th grade, which is something very new for my wife and I. We also have an 8-year-old, Brady, he's a 2nd grader, a 6-year-old, Brooklyn, she's in the 1st grade, and then our little guy just turned 3 this last week, and so we're pretty busy. They're very active kids. My wife's very active with our children, getting them involved in different organizations and sports, and so they keep us busy. I'm starting my 10th year as an educator and my 5th year in Oberlin. I'm currently teaching in Oberlin, Kansas. I'm the K-6 physical education teacher and the 9th grade PE and health teacher. And then I also coach. My passion is coaching. I'm starting my 11th year as a head high school girls basketball coach. Actually, I've been a head coach for 9 as I taught and coached in Logan, Kansas before I came to Oberlin, and actually coached in Silver Lake, Kansas for a couple years. But you can see a picture. That was my girls last year, our basketball team. Very young team, but I'm excited about our future because they work hard and have a lot of fun with that. And a little bit about my free time that I enjoy is hanging out with my family and friends, and I like spending time in my new man cave. One of my wife made a deal with me that I could remodel a room in our basement, and if I get this master's degree, so I am. And you can see there, I am a graduate from Washburn, so sorry to all you Fort Hays people. I did get my bachelor's degree at Washburn in physical education. I've also taken some classes, got an endorsement to teach driver's ed during the summertime. I did that through Emporia State, and also got my health endorsement through Emporia State. So Pitt State's about the only D2 college in the state that I have not attended. But like I said, getting my degree in building leadership right now through Fort Hays. I've enjoyed my time doing this. This is my one of 2 classes that I have remaining, and I also have to finish my e-portfolio, but I'm hoping to be able to graduate with my master's degree in May. Critical reflection on technology use. I wanted to list a few things that our school's doing right now to help improve student achievement. Last year, our school went 1-to-1 with Chromebooks, and that was for grades 7 through 12. And now this year we've added Chromebooks in our grade levels 3rd through 6th grade. I think that's great because we got a lot of kids that can't afford laptops and probably don't have technology like that at home. And this at least gives them that opportunity to be able to take that laptop home or the Chromebook and work on it and be able to work, directly with teachers through Google Classroom and whatnot. We also use PowerSchool, which is a great tool and a great form of communication between our education system and parents. I think if schools aren't using PowerSchool or not having some sort of online grades where parents can go in and check and look at how their students doing, they need to go to this because and I think most schools are, but it is definitely something that I didn't have when I was growing up, and I think it definitely holds kids accountable at home, especially when parents are holding their children accountable. Another thing that we're starting to do is we're trying to go paperless. We just got new administration this year, and we're not 100% paperless by all means. We use a lot of paper still, but that's one thing that our new superintendent, I think, is trying to push a little bit, as a lot of things that are being sent out from him are directly from email or online, and rather than getting a paper in our mailbox or something like that. A lot of our elementary classes and high school classes are using smartboards, which is a really cool technology that's been put in place. I think the biggest impact technology as educators that we need to look at is we need to meet our today's generation of students. With all the different social medias, iPhones, and other gadgets they have out there, our students are ready to go as far as technology is concerned. Some of these kids know a lot more about technology than I do, and as educators in our education system, we need to catch up. We need to put them in a position where they're going to be successful in life, and technology is one of those ways that kids are going to be successful. Technology in the business world is something that they're going to have to know how to use. And not only do I think we need to help them and guide them as far as what technologies are out there, but I think we need to guide them in how to use it, how to properly use social media, and how to properly, get on Facebook and Twitter, and what to be put on there. And because sometimes I don't think kids make the wisest choices, as you all know, and they don't put the right things on there. So I think we need to definitely guide them in their decision making when it comes to using technology. I think the biggest setbacks right now is, like I said, teacher knowledge. I think we have a lot of older teachers in our district that are kind of struggling, trying to figure out how to use web pages and whatnot, and then obviously money. I know, at least in the state of Kansas, we struggle financially with school budgets, and technology is expensive, unfortunately. Critique of my own technology use. As a PE teacher, I think I don't know, maybe it's an excuse, but it's a little more difficult to utilize some of the technologies. Some things that I do at the high school level, I use Google Classroom and Google Forms. That's where I give all my tests now. Every test I give in the health classroom is online through Google Forms, and I'm able to send out the test, and actually it helps me because it grades the test for me. I use Weebly.com. I have a school website, and I've utilized Weebly for about 4 years now. It's a great little website to use. Bluetooth. I Bluetooth all my music when I'm playing it in the gym, and that's really great because it helps me be able to walk around and still teach. And then from my phone, I can pause the music and start the music. And then FitnessGram is a really cool application that we use at the elementary level to teach fitness and help kids learn where they're at. Some of my flaws is that I'm probably setting my ways a little too much. My own knowledge, I need to increase my knowledge as far as technology goes and what I could utilize in the PE classroom, and then financial support. My technology plan it's kind of easy because it's actually one of my goals. We had to create SMART goals this year, and this fits my SMART goal. And one thing I'm trying to look into is using fitness apps for my ninth grade students. They have Chromebooks. I would like for my ninth grade students to start bringing their Chromebooks into the weight room and logging their workout, and then finding ways to utilize that fitness app to help create their own workout to specifically benefit them. And so that's one of my plans. And then there's a program out there called Rack Performance, which is a timing-based program in the weight room, and I definitely am looking into that. But that is it's going to be pretty tough to get that, as Rack Performance is pretty expensive. And then last but not least, funding is always an issue. The great thing is, for one of my goals and how I'm going to try to help with student achievement is most apps are free, and you can find good free apps out there. And so it's just actually taking the time to figure out which app I want is something I need to spend a little more time at to use with my ninth grade kids. District funds are a problem, and so a lot of the stuff that I want to get is expensive, except for the apps. I've got down here a little bit on the page. Rack Performance costs $900 a year, and I'd like to get new weight racks in our weight room that these kids could use. But one of those is almost $1,800, and that's just one, and we're probably going to need at least 6 or 7. So we're talking a lot of money there. So district funds really can't help us with that. And so what I've been looking into is trying to find grant and get grants approved. There's a Hanson grant that's offered out here. There's a Healthy Habits for Life grant, and I actually found out that Dick's Sporting Goods offers a grant. And so hopefully between some of those, once we get the applications sent in, that maybe we can raise enough money to purchase some of the things that we want. Large donations that we get usually goes towards scholarships, and fundraising in a small town is tough. You hate to go to the well and run it dry, and we've asked a lot of our small community. My community is only about 1,700 people large, and they really help us out and support the school. But like I said, that's a lot of money and that's a lot of material. In closing, I'm looking forward to this class. I think this hopefully is going to help me a little bit as an educator, and also help me understand what I need to push my educators in the direction to go as far as utilizing technology when I become an administrator. So, anyways, that's my introduction. Thank you.